25-25. If they can't get this one, the Buffs take it in 4. Dodson the choice, the shot wide, and the Buffs storm the court. Pink match in Boulder is a winner for Colorado.
He's been serving a lot and done well here for the Trojan. That one is in. That wins it for Colorado. 25-20 in set number 4. The Buffs take down the 24th ranked USC Trojans and improve to 15-7 on the season.
There's 2 great volleyball wins by Jesse Mahoney, the volleyball team. Welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, head coach Tad Boyle here. After the Buffaloes get a nice win in exhibition basketball over the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I don't care if you beat Nebraska in tiddlywinks. That's always kind of fun, isn't it?
It is. I knew when we started this series it would be good for our fans.
Yep.
And what a day to, again, raise some money for the Marshall Fire victims. I mean, it's a great cause. I was really pleased with our community and how they turned out for that, and yeah, I figure if Nebraska can't draw, nobody can. So.
That's right. All right, give us evaluation. You win this ball game. A lot of newness on this team. What are you thinking right now?
Yeah, I think, look, it's still, October, which means we still have a long way to go. But I like the personnel. I like the depth of this team. We're going to be able to go 10 deep, maybe even more at times. But it's hard to get the rotations right now. We got to really spend a lot of time this week as a staff kind of figuring out flow. But, look, we got a lot of talented guys coming off the bench. I thought we rebounded the ball well, shared the ball well. So a lot of good things we can use as stepping stones to get better.
The rebounding always obviously a cornerstone of Tad's program here. You lose the leading rebounder in the Pac-12. Evan Batty was always very solid there. Did you kind of wonder where that was going to come from in this team?
Yeah, you figured it out in practice a little bit. I think Javon Hadley battles in there. Luke O'Brien, I thought offensive glass, and Jalen Gavin were really active. Tristan really went in there. Lawson, we know he's probably been our leading rebounder in practice. So it's going to come from a multitude of guys, and Ethan Wright's a great rebounder from a guard. Yeah. And so anyway, we're rebounding is something I'm not going to worry about. I do wish we had Jabari back, but we don't. So we got to make the best of it.
72-61, the Buffaloes knock off the Huskers in exhibition basketball. We'll continue with Tad Boyle in a moment. But first, a Pac-12 cross-country championship last Friday in Riverside, California by the CU women, and Bailey Hertenstein won the individual title. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Hertenstein open up and stride.
Hertenstein, full stretch now. The transfer from Indiana is closing on Venters. And here comes Bailey Hertenstein. Look at Bailey Hertenstein go. She is going all out and all the way home. Bailey Hertenstein wins the Pac-12 2022 championship.
She broke the course record that stood for 10 years.
I was really happy to see Covert go for it. I knew she's been up and down. Today was one of her ups for sure. When I saw her go, I was like, okay, go Emily, go. You're gonna have to take it. And I needed to sit there because I was not ready to go. So I knew that if I kept Venters within my distance, I could just sit there. I felt really confident in it. I knew that I have a decent kick, and so I knew if I kept her within my distance that I could just go guns a-blazing on it. I feel like throughout high school I was able to have that second gear and trust myself to take it when I needed to take it, but I had enough to trust myself to take it and take it home. I did love my time at Indiana. I think I needed a change of pace, a different environment, and I honestly, when I went to Colorado, I fell in love with the girls. They are my family, my best friends, and I feel like this is where I needed to be.
Well, as I like to say, death, taxes, and Mark Wetmore winning championships, right? They've got another one for the women of the Pac-12. We continue with Tad Boyle. Okay, how about defensively? What are you seeing from your squad ahead of the regular camp?
Well, one of our goals, Mark, every time we step on the floor for a 40-minute game, is we want to limit the other team to 6 or fewer threes. We did that against Nebraska, which is good. And the ones that they got, we could have taken away because they were shooters on the scouting report. So we've got to do a little bit better in terms of knowing our personnel. And early in the game, or the season especially, because scouting reports may not be as accurate. There's a lot of new players. Nebraska had 4 transfers. You got to figure it out on the fly a little bit, and that's a challenge for your players as the game goes. Hey, is this guy a driver? Is this guy made a couple threes? We got to take him away from shooters and knowing personnel.
KJ Simpson leads the Buffs in points as the point guard. You kind of handed the ball to him and said, okay, you're the quarterback. He's going to be an offensive point guard, isn't he?
He is. We want KJ to be aggressive, and we want him to be, he's a scoring threat for sure. But he's going to have to find that balance between scoring and facilitating. And but we got other guys that I thought Javon Ruffin's minutes coming off the bench. Julian Hammond, we know he's a very capable player. Ethan Wright. So we've got multiple guys going to handle the ball. It doesn't always have to be in KJ's hands, but KJ's going to need to score the ball for us this year, no doubt about it.
The other guy that I just love as a player because of the skill set he brings, Tristan DeSilva, is just so solid in every aspect.
Yeah, I don't want to take that kid for granted because he is just every time he's on the floor, you just feel comfortable. Things are going to happen defensively, things are going to happen offensively, and he plays with a great pace about himself.
How about this early schedule? Good thing you got an easy schedule, right?
Yeah. Well, look, you got Riverside is going to come in here, and they're a well-coached team. They won a bunch of games last year, and then we go to Grambling. First time we've ever been to a SWAC school on the road, and then obviously Tennessee, Myrtle Beach. Tennessee just beat Gonzaga by like 9 or 10 the other night, so got our hands full.
No doubt about that. Well, nice exhibition anyway.
Yeah, thank you. All
right, head coach Tad Boyle. Here to Buffalo's got a 72-61 win over Nebraska. We'll take a time out here to Buffalo Stampede. We're talking football with my broadcast partner, Gary Barnett, when we come back.